Hello everybody, Nikki White here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick video on how you can get to Banff from Calgary on the cheap. So after researching different options to get from Calgary to Banff, I went with the On It bus. Something to take note of is their schedule. It runs on weekends and holidays only, so take a look at that, and if it lines up with your trip, highly recommend. It is only $20 there and back, so $10 each way. We did a day trip, so we left about 9 in the morning and then came back around 7, and the whole trip itself is about 2 hours each way. It drops you off right in the little downtown Banff area next to a grocery store, which is great to get snacks. We're in Banff! Our first stop in the downtown Banff area was the visitor centers. They have lots of information about what to do and different hikes in the area. This was super helpful to learn about what we could do in the time we had. I got my first ever beaver tail, which is like a Canadian treat, and I've never had one, so I'm clearly a terrible Canadian. We decided to leave the main downtown area to hit up some lakes that were a bit further out, but super accessible by transit. So you can go to their little transit hub, and they have a public transit system called Roam. Super affordable. It was only $5 for the day pass on the route we were on, and we took Route 6 to 2 Jack Lake was our first stop. We had a legendary bus driver, so he kind of gave us the hot tip to take a picture of the bus stop when you get out so that you can keep in mind what the bus times are. They generally run every 35 minutes. So this is a nice area to go if you want to chill out and have a picnic. This is where we ate our lunch. We kind of sat in the wooded area away from human beings. There's not much hiking here. We did kind of go along the lake, but it's not really a true hike, but it's still worth checking out because the lake itself is very nice. There's also a campground at 2 Jack Lake if that's your kind of thing. We were off on the bus again to the next stop, which is Lake Minnewanka. There's also a lookout spot, but we just went straight to the action. It's not too far if you wanted to get out at the lookout spot and then walk over to the main area. There is a beginner's hike for Stuart Canyon. This hike is about just over 1.5 kilometers. There is also a much more complicated hike that you can read about and take it if you're feeling adventurous. Stuart Canyon will take you up and around the lake, which are really nice views, and then it ends at a bridge.
Action.
Outdoors. I did it. Please marvel at my pastel marshmallowy outfit. Also, I was not wearing the proper hiking shoes. I'm aware. I didn't pack very much because I was doing a convention before this, so I had pink platform shoes that I was scaling this mountain in. It didn't go great. Would not recommend. But hey, good outfit, right? Okay, so like I mentioned, the end of the hike is a bridge, and look, a bunch of rams. They basically started on the trail, decided that they wanted to cross the bridge, and then started this ram blockade. A bunch of dummies stayed on the bridge. I was out of there, but in classic Nikki White fashion, I climbed up this like rocky cliff thing thinking that the rams were gonna go along the trail. Everybody else went along the trail. I did not, and then it turns out I came face to face with 2 rams. Luckily, everything turned out fine. I was just kind of surrounded, and then when one of them jumped up like it was no big deal, I jumped down, and then the other one jumped up where I had just been standing. So luckily, nothing happened, but yeah, we got way too up close and personal with these rammy boys. So when this hike ends, there is still a trail that goes along the canyon. We did that for a bit, but then we decided to turn around. There's also a campsite up there. Obviously, we were not staying. So we just turned around and came back down to the main lake. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this video helps you if you want to get to Banff and around Banff on the cheap. See you in the next one. Okay, see you, boys.